Hey everybody, this is Sunglass Rob from SportRx, and I'm here with my good friend Richie Schley, mountain bike Hall of Famer, free ride pioneer, and Richie's sponsored by us and gets all his eyewear from us. And Richie, I would say you are the most professional mountain biker I know, and you know some about eyewear, not the world's amount of eyewear, and I'm the most professional eyewear person I know, and I know some about mountain biking. So between the two of us, we're gonna have a conversation about prescription mountain biking glasses. So Richie got his first pair of prescription mountain biking glasses from us, 4 or 5 years ago now, it feels like?
I was just wondering, it must be almost 5 years now.
Yeah, and that's really kind of when I was much newer at mountain biking, I think. Yeah, so I can do black diamond trails now. That's pretty cool.
That's awesome.
I'm still staying away from the double blacks. It's just maybe not for me. I'm settling, I'm okay with that, I think.
We'll find you a good one.
Yeah, I've done a couple and I'm just like, I have a lot more fun on black trails that I don't have to get off my bike on. But we definitely have a lot of customers that are finding us. They're maybe been riding for a long time and now need a prescription, so they're figuring out those solutions. Or they are new to mountain biking but have been wearing prescription for a long time and are trying to figure out how to marry those two worlds. And I think a lot of people just don't know what to expect as far as, like, if you have a slight prescription, and this has happened to us before, customers tell us, and they just got used to not riding with any prescription at all. That first time you see everything perfectly, it's almost more dangerous in the beginning. So I'm just curious, like, what you went through, what it felt like, and now how you feel if you don't have prescription lenses on.
Well, you've been my mentor in this whole process, and you've, in the first couple of rounds, you told me things that I was stubborn about and didn't believe, and eventually you were right.
Tell that to my wife.
But yeah, I guess how we started was I was nervous about the whole progressive lens thing. So we started out with bifocals, and that was a great solution, except that you could see the line and everybody called me an old man, and I was like, oh, whatever. But it was great because I could actually still look at my phone. If I needed to adjust something on my bike, I could still do it without struggling. Then eventually, I think I have a slight stigmatism, right?
Yep.
And so then we thought, well, let's try it. And maybe the first pair we didn't nail right, so it can be scary. Mm-hmm. But then all of a sudden, you're like, oh, you can just see better. And then, this happened to me this spring. Went to Sedona, and I even forgot that I had just a slight far prescription. And the guide that was showing us around goes, oh, it's getting kind of dark. We should probably take our glasses off. And then we take our glasses off and start writing down Captain Ahab. I'm like, oh my God, everything's blurry. So I realized even that slight stigmatism I needed. And so it's just like, I can't ride without glasses. It's been such a blessing. And I see some of my friends out there just riding in their sunglasses or having their font on their phone like this big. And it's like, stop fighting it. This is what Rob taught me. Stop fighting it. You need prescriptions and your life just gets easier. It's a little hard to accept and to, always have the habit to have your glasses, but it just makes everything easier. And so for the riding, it's safer because you can see all the shapes and all the detail that you need to see. And it's a world of difference.
Yeah, yours is a little bit unique because you have almost perfect distance vision. I'm sure now once you see it corrected with the astigmatism, everything's just a little easier and sharper and clearer. But you have it's more for reading. And the deal is just about every single human being somewhere between the ages of 40 and 45, you might be able to push it a little bit longer, is going to eventually need magnification for reading. You just end up needing reading glasses. And if you have distance glasses, sometimes you can take those off and read without them, but that's like how you got away from needing the magnification. It's kind of the same math if you do the math right. So a lot of people that in your situation that need progressives, it's a little unique depending on the sport. Like some sports like road biking, progressives, almost no issues. Tennis, almost never wear progressives because the ball's coming at you. So baseball, almost never wear progressives. Golf, it depends because the progressive can get in the way when you're teeing up. A lot of people who are mountain bikers who wear progressives for daily life choose actually not to get the progressive mountain biking. Some people like it, some people don't. That's why we have opticians on the phone and we can call you, we can talk with you and dial you in if we skip the progressive and then you decide you wanted it, we can remake them or vice versa. So we're always willing to work with you if it's not 100% right the first time. But do you ever find that reading power, and I know we set it lower on you, which we do for athletes depending on the sport, so it's like out of your way. Yeah. But do you ever find that it affects like you in a technical section, or you've just learned to not look through that part?
Well, I think we've made so many different glasses, and there was only one pair that it was maybe a little high, and I was going at a jump that I hadn't hit before for the first time, and it was kind of sandy, and I washed out on the takeoff. And when I looked down, I think probably because I wasn't used to it, I probably didn't look down.
Yeah.
I looked down, and everything was a little blurry, and I was like, that was weird. But I think it's been so common now that I can't operate without it. I mean, simple things like you're trying to tighten a bolt.
Yep.
When you need readers, you're like, is that a Torx or a 5mm, and it's all just so inconvenient if you can't see. So I say, get your riding glasses prescription if you have a prescription. And the other thing I've been seeing a lot lately that you taught me is people wearing wire sunglasses or their prescription, wire frame glasses. Like, that's crazy. If you break those,
you're gonna hurt yourself.
Your eye out,
Yeah. I've seen for the faint of heart, fast forward, but metal frames get in the skin and like stab you in there, and then glass lenses. Can you imagine taking a face first crash with glass lenses on? It shatters and like, goodbye eye. So wire frames, metal frames, glass lenses, never good. If you need a prescription but you skip it, and sometimes I'm like, it can't be about the money. We're on very expensive bikes with very expensive gear. Like now our own in-house line, which like the Coda that we made you, the Huxon that I wear, those are $99 with prescription, polycarbonate, UV protected lenses with free shipping. So like you can get mountain biking glasses in your prescription. If you need a bifocal or a progressive, or you want to make them transition, it's going to start adding to the price. But you can get a really, really nice basic pair of mountain biking glasses for $99, which is pretty fun and pretty cool. So I was just wanting to know your perspective, being somebody that we talked into getting these things.
Well, and kind of like what you're saying, one thing that I know some of these technologies are newer, but so my good riding glasses are like progressive prescription, transition lenses, so you can go from light to dark, depending on the light to dark.
You're getting all these terms, Richie. I taught you well.
It's just kind of amazing that you can have one pair of shades, and like you're saying, your SportRx frames, they're pretty casual and cool to wear to the beach and around. So you could literally invest a few bucks and have one pair of glasses that's going to facilitate everything, and you'll have a better experience on the trail. So whenever I see somebody that's struggling, I'm like, please do this, because you're just going to make your experience better. Yeah,
it's crazy to think about how much we train, how much time, money, energy we spend, and then you get out there and you're not seeing well, of all things. Like, would you rather your shoe be half a size too small or see better? Like, to me, it's like, I'm Sunglass Rob. It's about the vision. Yes. So thank you for your perspective. Thank you for learning all the right terminology. Well, I feel like I taught you a little bit here.
You definitely did. I appreciate it.
You might have to take me out on the trails again and teach me a couple of things again. Yeah. Maybe you'll get me in the air finally.
Yeah.
Well, everybody, thank you so much for watching. Hopefully this was entertaining or interesting. We'd love a thumbs up if you like this video, and subscribe to the channel. And if you have any thoughts about any of this, put it in the comment section. Later.